Hello friend, this is Naval. You are watching Code with Naval. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In a last video, we saw how to create a Spring Boot application with the MySQL and we perform the CRUD operation. Also, we create the REST API and test those REST API using a Postman. If you don't watch that video, then first watch that video because this video is a continuation for that video. So I'll continue that project. Already we saw all these things in a first video. Okay, in a first video we perform the simple CRUD operation. In this video we will perform the all mapping concept. We will try here all mapping concept. Say let's first understand how the mapping work. ORM provide two things. ORM provide a mapping concept for a join table, two or more than two table. We can join those table using a ORM concept. So we can perform a mapping using a two concept. First one is a unidirectional and second one is a bidirectional. In a unidirectional, no need to define a mapping in a child entity because we have a two table. One is a parent table and second one is a child table. In that unidirectional case, we don't need to define mapping inside the child classes. Only define mapping inside the parent classes. Okay, that's why child classes don't know who is their parent class. This is a unidirectional. In a second one is the bidirectional. In a parent entity class and child entity class, both sides we need to define a mapping. In the case of one to many, in a parent we have to define one to many, and also as well as in a child class also we have to define many to one. So in this video we will see how to perform a unidirectional, and the next video we will continue the bidirectional. So next move the slide. Okay, here ORM provide a few annotation for a mapping. The first one is a one to one. In a one-to-one case, one parent should have only one child class and one child also have only one parent class. The second one is a many-to-one. Many parent have one child class and one child have a many parent class. Okay. The third one is the one-to-many. One-to-many, one parent have a many child and many child have a one parent. The fourth one is the many-to-many. Many child have a many parent. We will perform all this annotation. Okay, we will see one by one each example. Let's move the IDE. Okay, already we have a one employee class. Let's create the one more class for performing a one to one. Okay, here first we perform one to one mapping. Okay, in case one to one mapping, we can create a employee profile, one separate class. In that in that table we store a employee profile because one employee have only one profile and one profile have only one employee. So let's create the employee profile class. Okay, in a model let's create a one entity class, package profile class, hit the enter button. This class is a entity class at the root entity, add here annotation entity. This class also have a ID private long ID. Okay, this ID should be unique, that's why I am adding here ID annotation, and it should be auto generation value. Okay, strategy equal to generation type dot, we have a few options. I'll choose identity. Okay, then second one is a private. For time being we are giving here only one field, shift. Okay, save. I am using here @data because I am using here Lambbook. If you don't know how to use a Lambbook, I have already created one video how to install Lambbook in your IDE. So I'll provide a link in the description. You can watch that video also. let's go to the our main class, employee class. Okay, here define a mapping 1 to 1. So that first I have to create profile class variable here, profile. Okay, let's import that class profile and create profile. Okay, let's define here private. Add here annotation 1 to 1. Here we have 1 to many, 1 to 1. Okay, I'll choose 1 to 1. Here we can pass here we need to one table, one field. Here we need to one column field for storing the profile ID. So that we will create one name, okay. Here we need cascade here. In a 1 to 1 we have to define a cascade. Let's define that cascade equal to cascade type dot all detach merge persist. We have this cascade type option. I'll provide all details about this cascade type in a description, you can check there. Okay, I'll choose here all. Then we have to tell the join. Okay, we have to create a one column here for storing the profile ID. So let's create that join column. Okay, we have join column annotation for that. Let's define here name. Okay, that column name profile dash ID. Okay, also we can pass here reference ID. Let's type here reference column name, and here we pass that particular column name ID. Okay, let's add here comma. Okay, we have added one annotation 1 to 1 for because here we performing a 1 to 1 operation, and then we add a join column. That join column name, that new field name should be profile ID, and reference column name ID. This reference column came from child class. You can see here we have a ID field. This ID field means this reference column. Okay, and this field here create a new field. This name field create here inside the employee class, employee table. Okay, let's run this application. Okay, just run this application and you can see changes. Okay, our application is run. Let's check in a database. Okay, let's refresh. First check the employee class. Here we can see employee ID. Here one column added. Okay, then we can see inside the profile. Here we have a ID and shift. Okay, let's go to the postman and add new record. So we have one profile. Okay, I'll just delete this. Okay, name ID profile that we added. Okay, let's copy this profile and paste here profile. Okay, we are passing name, address and profile detail. Okay, let's click the submit button. You can see here we got the 200. That means our operation, our 1 to 1 perform, and here we got the ID, name, address as well as profile ID name, profile ID and shift. Okay, let's check inside the database. Okay, if I click, okay, you can see here inside the profile table we got here ID and shift also, and also inside the employee table we got ID, address, name and profile ID. Okay, I'll perform get all employee. Hit the get all employee. Here you can see, first we get employee detail, then we get a profile detail. Okay, that means our one-to-one operation successfully work here. Okay, I'll also mention here, this is a unidirectional operation. So next one we will perform many to one. Okay, for that we have to create one department, because one employee can only work in a one department, but in a one department can have a many employee, and one employee is only able to work in a one department. Many employee, one department. Okay, in that scenario, so let's create a department class here. Department. Okay, add here @entity. Okay, let's create id private long id, add here @id. Okay, then generation value strategy. Okay, generation type. Okay, dot identity. Okay, the next one is a department name. Private string name. Okay, the next one is a department location. Private location. Okay, we have added two field, string location, and I am adding here simply @data, because the lamb book. Okay, let's save this. Create here one many to one. In a case of many to one employee have only one department, but one department have a many employee. Okay, let's add here private department. Okay, add here many to one. Also type here cascade type dot all. Okay, here also we have to define that join column. I simply copy this and paste here department id dash id, and here we refer department id. That's why we simply keep this department id. Okay, let's save and run this application. Okay, let's wait, check our department table is created or not. We can see here our department table is created. Inside the employee class also we can see here department id added. So let's add the new record. Here we added profile, also add department. Okay, this is our output. Shift, I'll simply copy this, paste. I'll go to here, copy this department, I'll paste here department. In a department we have a two field, name and location. The first one is name, I'll give development or food department, and the second one location in a Pune. Okay, in a Pune. Okay, let's save and send. We got here 200, and you can see here in output our profile as well as department added. Let's go to the database, verify. In employee we have successfully added department. Okay, department, in a department you can see in a department table ID, location, name. Okay, our employee, our minute one also successfully done, and the third one is one to many, one to many. Okay, one to many. Here add. Okay, first of all we have to create one class for that. In one to many we can see one employee have a many tasks. Okay, when we distribute the task, one employee have a more than one task. In that case, in this example we can use a task. Simply I create a task class. This class is a entity. Here define an entity. Okay, entity. Here create a private long ID. This ID should be unique ID and it should be auto generate. Generation value strategy equal to generation type dot identity. Okay, then add task name, private string name. Okay, then add private string priority. Okay, also add here @data. Okay, here I am using Lambbook. No need to create a getter and setter. Save. Go to our main class employee. Here create private here one employee have a many task, that means list of tasks. One employee have a list of tasks, so I have to use here list and then task. Okay, here task. Okay, let's import the list util. Save. Here define one to many. Cascade type. Okay, cascade type dot all. Okay, then also define a join column. Okay, I'll simply copy this. Department. Here I'll change task ID. Save. Okay, in a database verify. Inside employee table, here not added anything. Okay, let's delete all table and run your application again. Okay, I'll simply terminate and run our application. Here now we can see we have a task, profile, employee and department. Let's check the employee class. Here we don't have a task. In a task, here we have a task ID. Okay, let me change your task to employee ID. Okay, let's save. Refresh your database, open your task. You can see here employee ID and also task ID. I think I have to delete this all table and rerun this application. I'll terminate and I'll run again this application. Just refresh. Inside the task you can see employee ID, name, priority and employee ID. Okay, let's add the new record. Here we can add a list of tasks. Okay, I'll simply copy this department, okay, comma, add here and change here task. In a task, check inside the task we have a name and priority. Okay, first we have a name. I'll give change text and priority high. Okay, it should be passed inside the array because here we declare list. You can see here we declare a list. That means we can pass more than one task. Okay, let's pass one more task here. I'll simply copy this task in paste here. Okay, change text, change color. This one is also high priority. Change color and then change text. Let's save and send. We can see here we pass ID, we pass name Ram, address Pune, then we pass profile detail. Okay, that profile detail also added successfully. Then we pass department, that department detail also added. Then we pass task. Okay, here task priority, I think we mistake here, spelling mistake. Okay, let's figure out that. Copy this priority and go to our body, change here location to priority. Okay, we forget to change this. Okay, let's click again send. You can see here our successfully data added. Okay, go to database and verify. Here we have a department, employee, profile and task. Inside a task employee ID store, because here we define one employee can handle multiple tasks, means one employee many tasks, one to many relation. In this case ID should be created inside the task and it's automatically create inside the task. Okay, now we have to perform many to many operation. Okay, let's many to many. Okay, for that I have to create one more entity. I'll create a project entity, because one project, in a one project multiple employee work and one employee can also handle multiple project. Okay, let's create project class. Hit enter. This class is the entity class. Let's add here @entity private long id. Add here id. It should be unique, that's why. Also generation value, strategy, generation type. Okay, dot identity. Okay, also add private string project name. I will simply define here name, then private string client name. Okay, save. Here define @data lambbook, save. Let's call this in our main class, employee class, many to many, private. Okay, here list of project can handle one employee, that's why I am defining here list project, and create a project. Okay, create here @many to many. Okay, cascade type dot all. Okay, join column. I'll just copy. I think we don't need this. Okay, let me copy. Okay, employee ID. By the way, we don't need this column because we are in a many to many case. It should create a new table. Okay, let's remove this. Check. You can see here employee dash project. Also project table also create, as well as employee dash project table. You can see here employee ID as well as project ID, table name dash ID, table name dash ID. Let's insert the record. Okay, I will simply copy this task. Okay, I will copy this task from here, copy, paste. Let's go to our project, copy this project, paste here project, and we are passing list of project. Here is our project class name and client name. Okay, first one is the food related. Okay, we think it's a food related project. Okay, second project name is the ABCD, client is XYZ. Okay, PQR, simply type here PQR. Let's save and click send button. You can see here we got 200. Let's see the output. First, our all require employee detail added, then our profile detail add, then our department detail add, then our task added. After that, our project detail also add. You can see here project detail. If we go and check in our database, you can see inside the not profile, inside project table, here two project added. Client name is XYZ and PQR. First one is the food and second one is the ABCD. Okay, you can see inside the employee here also one record added. If you go and open this employee dash project, you can see here employee ID 3, employee ID 3, project ID 1 and project ID 2, because here many to many. One project have a multiple employee have a one project. Okay, so let's, here we define, first we define a one to one, then we define a one to many. Okay, then we define a many to many, then we define a one to many, and lastly we define a many to many. Okay, also one more thing we can define here. Okay, comma, if you need, when your parent delete, that time child table record also deleted, also should be deleted. Then you have to define here orphan removal equal to true. You can't define every in every where these things. Okay, if I define here, okay, you can see it's a throw the error, because here many to one, many employee have a one record. That means if I can't delete this record, because this department also consumes somewhere someone other employee also. Okay, some other employee also take that department ID, that's why I can't delete that. Okay, I can define here also that when parent delete, that time child record should be delete. Okay, here we have perform our mapping one to one, one to many, many to many, and many to one. So in a next video we will see how to perform mapping using a bidirectional. Okay, so let's goodbye.